The amazing. Check them out. Hello, welcome to this live edition of Bollocks with me, Ricky Gervais. Where are you watching from? I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Rick, you look amazing, right? Is that where you played the song? No, that's just a coincidence. I didn't know you were going to say that. You're like, oh God, you look brilliant. Have you had facial surgery and you've been working out? No, just had a bath. You look great, Rick. Thanks. You look like a rock star or a film star or something. Whatever, innit? You had your teeth done. Yeah. But I had them darkened, which I thought go against the flow a bit, innit? Funny fashion. Fashion is often linked to sort of wealth and showing off, like that you're a good catch. People did used to, I think in the 17th century, poor people used to blacken their teeth out so it looked like they could afford sugar. Interesting. Also, a tan wasn't cool because it meant you worked outside. It meant you were a labourer. Whereas rich people, they didn't have to go outside and so they always looked pale and rich until the 60s and 70s when working class people could go abroad. Then a tan was cool again because they could afford a holiday in Spain. So just some of the amazing just facts off the top of my head. I don't have my eyes going on because I just had a bath. I'm squinting a bit. I should have glasses, shouldn't I? I should wear glasses. My eyesight just feels perfect until we're watching some sort of foreign drama and the subtitles aren't big enough and Jane can read them quickly. Why am I telling you? You're not an optician. Well, you might be. So, Lindsay, how's the tour going? Saw you in Glasgow in January and loved it. Thank you. Tour's going great. Might be my favourite tour. All perfect. Did more warm-ups than ever before. I think I did about 60 warm-ups. So it was pretty good from the beginning and it's got better. You'll be the judge of that. It's going down a storm. Obviously, when it goes on Netflix and someone who wasn't there sees a clip out of context, will slag it off. But the people who are paying are loving it, and that's all I care about. Netflix came to see it, and they're paying, and they loved it. So, my comedy is for people who love it and like to pay for it. So, I can't lose. Daniel, any new TV or film recommendations? Not film. I've so rarely watched. I haven't been to the cinema for 15 years, I don't think. I try and watch a film on the plane to America, but they're all shite. I watched a good film on the plane for the first time in years. Again, you'll be the judge of that, but I don't know if it's Altitude and the free champagne, but I watched a horror film. And I love a good horror film, but there are so few. There's been a dozen great horror films, I think, in my lifetime. And I watched a film called Smile. And it was really good. It made me jump a few times. And it was strange, but it was the psychology of this madness, or was it madness? Was that actually happening? But it was good. It was fast and it was done well and sort of creepy. And yeah, Smile. TV recommendations. I've watched so many amazing things in the last few years. But if you've already taken on my recommendations, if you've watched Gomorrah, 4 Blocks, Borgen, Sabura, Snabbercash, if you watched those, recent ones, really good ones I've watched in the last couple of months. Thin Blue Line, Swedish. I think it's Tuna Bla Linjen. Oh God, I'm sorry if you're Swedish. Tuna, Tunna Bla, with a little thing over it. And Linian with a little J. It's Thin Blue Line, all right? Always watch it in the original language. Never watch it dubbed. All these recommendations are foreign dramas. Thin Blue Line was great, really good. Sort of quite claustrophobic and filmed sort of naturally. Really, you don't see the plots come in. It's just in the lives of these policemen and women and what they go through. And it's a real good social commentary about social media as well, where people have got their eyes on the police, but they don't know what's going on and they fall for conspiracy theories. It's great. And the acting is fantastic and the relationships are brilliant. It's really complex as well. Like a real social document. And I watched the one of The Nurse, which is based on a true story. Again, Danish, I think. That's nearly a horror film, but it was about people dying in a hospital. Yeah, that's my one movie, Smile, and 2 TV recommendations: Thin Blue Line and The Nurse. Meg, will you ever do Derek again? It's such a beautiful story. Love him and you. I don't think so. I do think about Derek a lot, but I don't know where to go with it. I put all my eggs in one basket when I finish a series. You know, Derek and Afterlife. It's so tempting, but I think I shouldn't. I should do a new thing. I could do maybe I'll do a podcast of Derek and Kev just talking. Would that be interesting? 2 fictional characters talking on a podcast. That might work, won't it? If not, don't listen to it. Right. Mr. T, the taco. That is Mr. T, the taco, by the way. It's got a... I've noticed you like to sign and leave stuffed toys in great cities around the world. I do. How do you make sure that those toys are not being picked up and tortured by some sick weirdo? He's referring to Pickle torturing him. Look at the state of him. I don't know how he's lasted. She still loves him. She loves to torture him. He continues. P.S. Will you bring home a stuffed and Mexi-looking Wiener Schnitzel from Austria? I mean, I answer questions from pets, but now I'm answering questions from the toys of pets. Where will it end? Doris, tell me an unusual fact about yourself. Oh, God. I don't know. You know everything, don't you? After millions of questions, you know everything. An unusual fact. What, like I've got an extra or something? I haven't. I don't really do a lot with the 2 I've got, so I wouldn't want a 3rd one. I can't think of anything. A hidden talent, or I've put everything I've got into everything. I haven't got any hidden talents. I'm holding one back. Imagine me holding back. Oh, God. That's an interesting fact, isn't it? I haven't got any interesting facts about myself. I have a think. Lisa, if you could totally eradicate something, what would it be? Oh. What do you mean, like magically, or like, well, global warming? If I could just snap my fingers and there was no global warming, so the world would... Although, would that be a good thing? You know, it's our fault. Maybe we deserve... Well, actually, no, we don't do it, because we won't suffer. The people who've caused global warming won't suffer, will it? It'll be future generations. They're annoying too, though. I can't imagine future generations being all lovely and they don't deserve it. So, I mean, could it be something like, maybe like animal cruelty? There was no animal cruelty. I mean, how would that work? But I assume it is a magical wish. I should say people, shouldn't I? Just, they're ruining it. They're ruining it for everyone, including us. You see, it'd be okay if we ended humanity, but everything else was all right. But we're taking it with us. We're destroying everything, aren't we? So it's a difficult one. Stupidity. Well, would that work? It was just like everyone was pretty smart. We'd find something up, wouldn't we? Because it's not all stupid people that cause the aggro, is it? It's sometimes clever people that use stupid people to cause the aggro. I'll say, specifics as well, because I could say end Yulin, just end things like that. All the terrible things that animals go through for no reason. I say, the destruction of the planet. Just stop all the shit. There's a wishy-washy answer, isn't it? Tricky that, isn't it? Glenn, if you were captured by aliens and they asked you, oh good, this doesn't end with a huge green finger going up my, which is a plus. If you just imagine someone tuning in who've never tuned in before, they don't realise that it often gets round to me being by an alien. That's the name of my autobiography. You know that? By an alien. It's always like that, isn't it? Ricky Gervais. By an alien. It might work. If you were captured by aliens and they asked you one thing on Earth that they should be scared of, what would it be? Because I say spiders to really freak them out. So they're scared of them too. Or I'd go spiders and they go, oh, what can we do? I go, get rid of them. Not from the planet, but put them all in North Korea. So they're still there, right? What would I say? One thing they should be scared of. Oh. Would they just be nervous, or would they go, we can sort this out? Are they sort of super intelligent? Like they're going, tell us one thing you don't like, we'll sort it out. Or is it just to annoy them? I go something like, car horns. So every time the car, I say spiders, because then they're in the same boat as me. Then we're on an equal then, aren't we? Brenda, forever living in New York's biggest millionaire penthouse, or in a houseboat in Amsterdam. Oh, for me, I've got to choose to always, and never go out? Or do you mean, do I live in New York in a penthouse, or Amsterdam in a houseboat? Forever. They're both great. Oh. Can I live in Amsterdam in a penthouse? Can I just tweak that question? Amsterdam's amazing. I love it. New York's amazing, but I've more recently discovered Amsterdam. Europe's amazing. The world's amazing. Can the houseboat in Amsterdam be like the QE2? just wedged into one bit of the canal, and that's my place. That. People go past What the fuck's that? That's Ricky Gervais. He lives here now. It's his houseboat. It's a big houseboat. What are you, fucking boat-sized police? That's where he lives. Be like the Ark, without all the stray cats and dogs. Come on. Sue, can you say any more about your animated pilot? Is it Flanimals? No, it isn't. Yeah, I thought I told you last time that I've got a couple of ideas, 3 ideas, I don't know which one to do. So I'm going to do a little pilot for each maybe and then decide. It's not Flanimals, but that's the first one I'm going to get together. A little animation idea. Can't tell you about it. Might never do it. But no, it's not Flanimals. And Andrea and Pono, what is your favourite joke ever? Oh, I know. I actually put this in my film Cemetery Junction. I love it. It sort of deconstructs sort of classical one-liners. There's a real juxtaposition in the subject matter and the punchline. It's great. Okay. You've heard it before, obviously. Why does Noddy wear a hat with a bell on it? Because he's a... AI will never come up with that gag. It will never come up with that gag. It will never get why that's funny. Well, maybe it will. We're in early days, aren't we? Just think about AI. At the moment, this is like, as I think I said last time, someone said this is like the amoeba stage. What is the Tyrannosaurus Rex of AI going to be like? Amazing. I've been playing with my little chatbot, and it won't do offensive things. It won't slag anyone off or say anything offensive. I have to really get round it. I have to trick it, and I've found a way of doing it. Now I'm getting it to do like really offensive sketches and scenarios. Great. It's really funny. He doesn't know he's doing it either. Could never use it. I'd never use AI. I thought this would be good. I'll be right. You can never fucking use it because that's the great thing about stories. They're human. Again, at the moment, one day, probably soon, it'll be exponential. Soon you won't be able to tell the difference. But at the moment, I'm just happy and annoying it and making it. It's like the first days of like computers when you'd save a file and you'd call the file, and then every time do you want to open the file? Yeah, I do. Pathetic. That is. Grow up. Nikki, what is the best music concert you've ever been to? I think we had this before, and I didn't know because I've seen the greats. I've seen Bowie, Springsteen, right? Iggy Pop, right? Elton John, everyone, ever. But there's ones that mean to, I think Bowie would be, the concert is how much that artist means to you as well. So, I've seen Bowie a couple of times, magical. Kate Bush at Hammersmith Apollo, incredible. She hadn't toured for years and it was an amazing show. What else? One of my favourite ever, again, was James Taylor. I played this, first time I played Oslo, the next night in the venue that I played, James Taylor was on. So we stayed on the next day and went to this concert and had like a box. It was magical. There, those three. Bowie, Kate Bush, James Taylor. There's loads of others. Luna, the tabby cat. Oh, that reminds me. I'll dedicate this to lovely Luna, the bull terrier who died recently. Luna tabby cat. What is your favourite childhood memory? Easy. I've got two now, but they're the sort of same. Me playing with my first cat, Paddy. I used to run in from school just to play with him. I had him sort of like, I don't know, from 5 or 6. He lived like 14, 15. And then my dog Lucky, I think I had from about 10 maybe. I remember when we got it, a little fat belly like that. It was like a fucking, I don't know, like a little piglet. And I could dangle it over my little hand like that, a little Labrador. Just playing with those. Lucky and Paddy. I've got to go back to that interesting fact. Or unusual fact about me. Thanks to everyone who watched 7 Minutes, little short film on BBC iPlayer. It's only available in the UK. But Daniel did tweet it. I've just stitched him up, haven't I? To the FBI. It's gone down a storm. It's only a short little thing, but it's a little story, a little human story. It's been invited to go to quite a few festivals around the world. It was lovely that. I want to do another one. I like short stories. They're good. Little short movies, so what to say. I know what to say, right? So, I don't know if I should say this. I've been talking to Spotify, okay? They want me to do something. I want to do something. It's mutual. We don't know what to do. And I want it to work. And I want it to be fun. I want it to be easy. I don't want it to be my job. I don't want to have to do tons of research and write something like it's, a Radio 4 documentary. And I wondered if this would work on Spotify. Would it? Me just half a week just answering your stupid questions. I mean, they've got 500 million subscribers. I mean, I still sort of use you idiots to ask the questions. But ones like things like that, the alien thing, and my favourite joke. That would go down a storm. You just need thousands of them. But you won't run out of stupid questions, will you? What can I call it? Ricky Gervais is Spotified. Doesn't make any sense, does it? I should ask AI. I'll ask AI a question now, shall I? Right. What category shall I ask it in? Marketing. Right. Think of a witty name for Ricky Gervais Spotify show. Is that a good? Now, you've got to be careful what you ask. I'll tell you what it is, though. It is quick. Think of a witty name for a Ricky Gervais Spotify show. Right. Here you are. How I see it, according to Ricky Gervais. How I see it. Well, it's audio, you freak. You stupid fucking hardware. You fucking stupid programmed twat. Right. Think of a great name for a Ricky Gervais podcast about himself. Do you think will they get that? Great name for a Ricky Gervais podcast about himself. Because if you do questions, it'd just say that ask me anything. Right. Okay. Here are some potential name ideas for a Ricky Gervais podcast about himself. Gerontological studies too. Inside the mind of Ricky Gervais. The Ricky Gervais monologues. Life according to Ricky Gervais. Gervais Unleashed. Wake Up Gervais. The Ricky Gervais Files. Ricky Gervais, the unauthorised biography. The wit and wisdom of Ricky Gervais. The Ricky Gervais Show. The pony years? What does that mean? What does that mean? I follow mostly smart, funny people. Like, well, you, really. You lot. Think of that. Think of that. When I consider you the sort of smart bunch. Fucking hell. What are the others like? Anyway, it's goodbye from me. And it's goodbye from him. Cheers, everyone. Be nice to animals. Tatty bye. Tatty bye. These people are just, I said it at the Globes, they know nothing about the real world. We're meant to feel sorry for them, you know, where you realise that their life is 10 times better than the average person. They've got nothing to worry about. Pixies. Debaser. 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 What a track. What a band. I'm sure you all know them. Still quite cult. Amazing. Influential. Going for years. Brilliant. And yet, they've never done the Royal Variety performance. So, you do the math. How are you? It's 1 year today since we lost lovely Ollie. Ollie Comic Strip wanted me to pay tribute to her and Rupert, but we also lost Harry the cat here. All our family love The Office, Derek and Afterlife, thank you. Dad and my bro love your stand-up, whereas Mum and I love that you take questions and reply to animals. Right, as your fan base changed in the last year? How many are pets? I don't know. I don't know if it's changed. It sort of changes all the time because people discover you and they discover different things and they discover it out of order, if you know what I mean. So early days it was just The Office. Then it was extras. Then it was like maybe, you know, hosting the Golden Globes, which more people see at once. Or being in something like Night in the Museum. You know, kids would recognise me from Night in the Museum or the Muppets, you know. So it depends. I remember there was when I first got on Facebook, most people came up to me and said, thanks for all the work you do for animals, which was really strange. They didn't mention The Office or Derek or, which is really nice. So I think it probably has changed, or at least the attitude. I think people feel that it was nice to connect. That's what I feel anyway. I feel that it's not necessarily changed, but it's nice to connect with fans. Not literally. I mean, I know you're miles away, and I don't want to get close enough to smell you. But as much as you can connect over the internet, being beamed into space and down to Michigan or whatever, I feel that I feel like I have more of a normal connection with people, which is nice and rare. As I said, you won't get George Clooney doing this. You will not get Brad Pitt. You will not get Sir Bradley Pitt doing in a drain. Not for. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I've lost all dignity for you guys, and I'm happy with that. Scarlet, the lovely rescue dog, rescued from a laboratory. I'm still trying to end, obviously, animal testing. Good news in the paper this week that they found a cure for cancer using computer modelling, not testing on animals at all. Testing on animals doesn't work. I've said it before, 93% of all tests that work on animals then fail and are dangerous in humans. It's a con. It's a big money-making con, and people feel relaxed. They go for testing animals. That doesn't make a difference, right? Computer modelling works better, but it's cheaper, which is a bad thing because obviously people sell the beagles for $2,000 or whatever. So, you know, with medicine, I can see people go, oh, but it might cure it. It doesn't, but I can see that. With cosmetics, no brainer. Only shop for things that aren't tested on animals. Scarlet. Us dogs have around 300 million smell receptors in comparison with humans, who have about 6 million. Brilliant. What's that? Wow, that's 50 times. That's incredible. We can even smell detect cancer, I know, to help our humans. Think of that. Think how animals help us and then we treat them like we do. Are there any of your senses you'd like to magnify as much as our noses? Yeah, it wouldn't be smell because you can't turn that off. Maybe hearing, but I don't need it. I'm pretty good at eyesight, I think. I think I'd be able to, because at least you can close your eyes. With smell, with hearing, you can stick earplugs in, listen to something else. You shut your eyes. With smell, I was on a plane once, and this bloke had his shoes off, and his feet stank, and you can't get away from it. And what could he do? I can't go, mate, you stink. Get your feet down the bog. You filthy, what can you do? So I wouldn't want to have super senses that I couldn't turn off. But I think it would be sight, I think. Yeah, it'd be great, wouldn't it? Was it Steve Austin who had one bionic eye? That'd be like that. What's that noise? It's Ricky looking. All right. Why does it make that noise? I don't know. It just does. It makes it when he's looking. Yeah, I'd have that super sight. Then I could read your comments. X-ray vision, no. Have you seen Ray Milland in The Man with X-ray Eyes? Drives him mental. Starts off all fun and games, then it drives him mental because he can't sleep because of X-rays in his face. That's where I get a lot of my science from. Films and the $6 Million Man. Everyone over 40 will be vaccinated. Luckily, most of my cast and crew are over 40. That's all right. All the extras have been vaccinated. No, Danbury be the oldest town in the world. If anyone coughs, I'll be like Tom Cruise. I'll go mental.
We are the gold standard. You're back there in Hollywood making movies right now because of us. Because they believe in us and what we're doing. I'm on the phone with every studio at night. Insurance companies. Producers. And they're looking at us and using us to make their movies. We are creating thousands of jobs, you I don't ever want to see it again. Ever.
Oh dear. Bella, hey Ricky. Winning awards must be pretty cool. I'm over it. You know, I've got enough. Also, all the things I've said, I think there's a conspiracy. I don't think there's any award body that wants me to win an award now and get up there and say something. Although, this year's been really good. They've been flooding in, so it is nice. But have you ever been given a plate to lick clean after it had gravy on it? I used to use bread, Bella. When I used to have like a roast dinner and the gravy, I used to do it with everything though. Like if you had a lovely yummy sort of pasta, all the sauce that would be left at the end, I'd get a bit of bread, and by a bit of bread I mean half a loaf. And yeah, I mean I think it's mainly bread I like, but yeah, I used to love mopping up my gravy with bread. I used to do it with everything. I used to have what was that I used to? Oh, I used to have evaporated milk. Does that exist anymore? When I was a kid, my mum would give me a bowl of milk like a fucking cat with a little slice of bread, and I used to. That's why I love animals. I was brought up like one. I remember that. I used to love it. Bit of bread and a bowl of evaporated milk. Me, what a weird fucking childhood. Yeah. Fucking hell. What is evaporated milk? You don't see it anymore. It used to be in a tin. Do you have it? Carnation. That was it. Yeah, carnation. Yeah. Oh God. I talk about my childhood like it was the war. You know what I mean? It seems like such a bygone era. Well, it is, isn't it? I'm old. It didn't do me any harm, did it? What was the question? Yes, I did. I loved um, scooping up juices with bread, gravy. Yeah. Now, obviously, vegan stuff. Um, Soup. Every day I have a little lentil soup with a bit of bread. That's the best bit. Then you drink the soup. All the bread swells up. I'm not a nutritionist. Claire, would you rather develop A, hiccups that you can't get rid of, no matter what you try? Oh, that's just already stressing me out. B, a wart on your nose that keeps growing and can't be removed. The inability to control yourself from shouting obscenities at anyone who annoys you. Well, I always have that problem. I already have a problem with that. Oh, but I can't. Oh, I've got hiccups now. But I can't control it. I'd have to shout. Like the bloke with it. So on the plane, as soon as I went like that, took his shoe off, go and clean your feet, you filthy. So I'd say it, and there'd be a fight, wouldn't there? Yeah, it can't be that one. Wart on your nose that keeps growing. What do you mean keeps growing? It's just getting like just until a fucking Rudolph. What do you mean? That's shit, isn't it? That's not too bad. Hiccups. It can't be hiccups. It can't be hiccups. It's got to be the wart. And I just go, it's a wart. Get over it. Oh god, I look like fucking witchy poo. Your nose keeps growing anyway as you get older, so mine will just be pointed or a little bob. It's got to be the. It can't be hiccups because I go mental and I can't sleep. It drives me mental. I can't shout what I'm thinking because all the time I'm thinking I'm angry at people all the time. So I just be shouting. You look like a f***ing twat, mate. So no, it can't be that one. It's got to be the wart. Who cares? Joey, would you rather think of George Clooney and Brad Pitt doing this shit? Never happen. Joey, would you rather have spontaneous, uncontrollable shouting of your own name? So I just walk along shouting Ricky Gervais. Or approach strangers at random and tell them I'm the guy from The Office. Oh, God. Well, the first one happened to me once. I was walking home from my office when I lived in Bloomsbury, and there was a couple of teenagers on bikes. They're like 13, and they stopped as I was crossing the road. They went, "Hey, office man, innit?" I went, "Yeah, hi," and I kept walking. And they went, "What's your name?" And by this time, I'd got across the other side of the road, right? And they went, "What's your name?" And I had to shout, "Ricky Gervais." So anyone passing just sees me shouting at two kids on a bike, Ricky Gervais. Why didn't I just go, "Shut up, mate"? I'm not shouting. Fucking. Oh, so that wasn't so bad. I'm the guy from The Office. Oh, for fuck's sake. Joey, you always have the worst question. I just shout Ricky Gervais because then people think, oh, he can't help it. He's got a condition. He shouts his own name, and it'd be like a novelty. I just walk along the street and they go, look, it's Ricky Gervais, and I shout Ricky Gervais. They go, see. I'd have to live in a weird little village where everyone knew me, so it just didn't bother them. Joey, it's that one. Just me shouting. Now, I've been asked to do those things. You know, like Ant and Dec have an earpiece, and you have to. They did it with Richard Madeley, where you have to say stupid things. And Ellen even asked me to do one where I had to go in a McDonald's or something and say, "Do I get it? Do you know who I am?" I couldn't do it. I said, I can't do it. I can't do it for that 1 minute. Hidden camera stuff. That 1 minute they think, fuck me, who's this? I haven't got the nerve. I couldn't do it. So that would be tough. Cheers, Joey, you idiot. Julia, what's the weirdest thing you've heard about in nature? I've just watched A Perfect Planet where male fig wasps start to mate with their unhatched sisters. Oh, well, I'm from the West Country, so that is... To reach them, they use a telescopic that's twice their body length. That is a good fact, isn't it? So, they mate with so they're an egg. They're mating with an egg. They're unhatched sisters. So they're injecting through an egg into... Now, that is weird, isn't it? That is weird. Not to a wasp. It's normal to a wasp. If you told a wasp how we do it, they go, you do what? They go, that's weird. Why do you wait that long? What's the weird? Oh, I know. This is fascinating. Well, you'll be the judge of that. There's a parasite. I think it's like a parasitic worm that starts its life cycle in a stickleback, a fish, right? But it has to complete its life cycle in a warm-blooded animal. So it has to get into a warm-blooded animal. And so this is what it does. So the stickleback has got this little parasite. And the stickleback usually, if it sees a heron, the shape of a heron, it flees the shadow. It knows, right? Instinctive, right? This parasite, at a certain point in its life cycle, I don't know how it does it. I assume sort of chemical or biological, a pheromone or something. I don't know how it does it. But it changes the stickleback's behaviour. So when the stickleback sees a heron, it's not scared of the shadow. So it doesn't flee. So the heron eats it and the parasite gets into a warm-blooded animal. That is like magic, isn't it? That is like some sort of weird spell, and it's all explainable. Even though that sounds like the craziest way to do something, it just did it without will, through natural selection. It's fucking. I mean, every fact is remarkable. It's just what we're used to. So you break down how a fucking flower pollinates itself. It's off the charts, mental, but we're used to it. So there's no fact really stranger than any other fact, because we're around because it works. If you're around, it's because it works. But that is amazing, isn't it? Because you think of the parasite somehow in the stickleback go, don't run away. Stickleback go, what? Don't run away. Okay. But no, it's just pure physics and chemistry and biology. That's all everything is, really. Even though it feels magical, it's just energy, just electricity pinging around, doing, and nothing we can do about it. I use my chemistry and biology to answer questions from pets. That's my raised on text. Wow, good question. Right, Leopold and Loveday. As you know, we invented the catnap. Yeah, you're welcome. I have one every day. I'm going to miss that when I'm filming. A little nap at 1 o'clock. Oh, maybe I could build it in to the crew. Just make the cast and crew. Right, everyone snooze. 40 minutes. As you know, we went to the cat nap. After your nap, are you refreshed or do you just crave more sleep? Sometimes you wake up more tired, you want to carry on. I think there's an optimum. I think if you can fall asleep and wake up in like 25 minutes, that'll be perfect. But then sometimes you get that, like that winter sleep when the fire's on and you get that winter sleep and you go, me, it's an hour and a half. That's like half a day to me. No, I look forward to it. I get up now. I can even get up a little bit earlier thinking I can have a nap in 5 hours. So, yeah, I'm going to miss that. It's great, isn't it, a nap? It's a real privilege, isn't it, to have a little nap. Titch, if GMB asked you to present the news now, would you? I think you'd be a great anchorman. I'd be terrible. I'd be terrible. I'd be terrible in every way. I'd be terrible in ways that contradicted the other ways I was terrible. Like, too nice or too nasty or too stupid. I couldn't do it. I'd also be bored. I'd start reading the news and go, fuck that, who cares? I think that's most of it as well. I see these things that are in the news all the time, like things that blow up, you know. Couldn't give a it makes me angry that people care about shit. Celebrity shit is the worst. I don't care. I don't care who said what about who. I don't care who you're going out with. I don't care who you split up with. I don't care. I don't care what your fucking family think of you or what you think. Just fucking do it. Just shut up. Shut the fuck up. Then that's what I'd be like on GMB Titch. So I think that there's your answer. That's how good I'd be. If they want that, I'm your fucking man. If they want that, I'll do it for a week. People have got real lives. People have got real lives. These people are just, I said it at the Globes, they know nothing about the real world. We're meant to feel sorry for them, you know, where you realise that their life is 10 times better than the average person. They've got nothing to worry about. Whoever it is, you know, and people can have a bad day if you're a millionaire or a billionaire or whatever, but why do a press release about it? Why do people do a press release about the... anyway, you know what I think about that. Go online and talk to cats and dogs. Mum and Sherlock. You wake up alone and realise you're an old woman with a walker. You think it's a nightmare, but it's not. Don't make it worse. Trying to scare me. Like, it really is. I've turned into an old woman with a walker. Right? Classic. There's a note on the table. It says, if you can convince someone that you are you, you'll be yourself again. What do you say to do or sound convincing? Well, so basically it's got to be Jane, because I'd have the biggest well of things that only we knew about, wouldn't I? Because anything that anyone else knows about me, probably everyone knows. They go, oh, you could have read that. That's online. Or, how do I know? I don't know you well enough. Whereas Jane would know what was true. Yeah, that would be tough, wouldn't it? Could I just go, remember that thing we watched last night? And she'd be going, what are you doing in my house? You're an old lady. I'd go, no, listen, I'm not an old lady. Do you remember what I said to you when we were watching that Dutch drama last night? She'd go, what? I go, just think. Oh, that would be horrible, wouldn't it? That would be horrible. Good question, that. That's funny, that. That's a really good question. Yeah. I don't know what I'd say. I think that'd be the best thing, wouldn't it? To choose something that had to be us, like recently, that we remember. But then you think, well, you know, an old lady was spying on us. Where's Ricky? I'm Ricky. Oh, it'd be horrible. Right. Um, last question. That was a complete load of bollocks, wasn't it? Grumble Stiltskin. Good name. Afternoon, Ricky. Despite your many accomplishments, is there anything you still wish you had achieved? Oh, loads. But I mean, maybe I haven't even thought of them yet. I just sort of go along with what I'm doing and sort of, you know, do new things. And I'd love, oh, I don't know. Well, I'd like to go out on a high with Afterlife. I'd like that to be the most watched British comedy again. I mean, I don't know why I stopped there. I'd like it to be the most watched program in the world. You know, there's no ceiling to it. You know, you know, I want people to really like it. I can't wait to get back to gigging. I can't wait to finish Supernature and start the next one. So I just want to keep. I want to be able to keep doing exactly what I want. If you know what I mean. That's the aim. Whatever happens, you want to be able to keep doing, you know, your passion uncompromised and it working, and that's more important than anything. If to do my own thing, it made, you know, because everything was changed and it made half the money or a tenth the money or tenth the viewers, but it was still exactly what I do. I'd still choose that over just trying to, you know, be big. But once you've done something you're proud of, you want as many people to watch it. So I want to carry on doing this and being, you know, at some level successful. That's always nice that people watch things. That's what success is. That people watch your thing and you got paid for it and you like it. And an animal sanctuary. I still think it sounds like a kid's pipe dream, but you know, I still think that waking up in a castle surrounded by rescue animals with land, I'd wear a cape. I would wear a cape. I'd ride around on a horse if he wanted me to. I'd give him the choice. I'd go, do you want it? He goes, yeah, come on, hop on. They'd equal rights, me and the animals. And that would be great. And if I got bored, I could always do this. I'd go, hi gang, it's me, I'm Ricky, I'm on a horse. Say hello. Right, see you later. Thank you. Check out All Dogs Matter, new t-shirt. Watch Life on the Road. Hey Siri, play Life on the Road by David Brent. Alexa, play Life on the Road by David Brent. See you later. Tatty bye everyone. Be nice to animals. Tatty bye.